They've made it nearly impossible to know what's helping you, and what might be quietly hurting you. The shelves are full of vitamin bottles. Every label says, supports healthy aging, promotes brain power, or, good for the heart. And when you're over 60, that sounds like something you need, right? But here's the hard truth most people don't know, especially seniors. Not all vitamins are helpful. In fact, some can quietly build up in your body and cause real harm before you even notice a symptom. We're talking about memory loss, nerve damage, liver issues, and even heart trouble, all caused by certain vitamins that were supposed to protect you. It's not your fault. You trusted the label. You saw doctor recommended or immune support, and you assumed it was safe. But after a certain age, your body changes. It can't process everything the same way it used to. Some vitamins that were okay in your 30s or 40s can actually become dangerous in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. This video is especially for you if you take a multivitamin every morning or use supplements to feel stronger, sharper, or more energized. Because today, we're going to talk honestly about 4 vitamins you should never take again, and 4 you should take every single day if you want to protect your brain, your bones, and your independence. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Vitamin E, when anti-aging, turns dangerous. You've probably heard good things about vitamin E over the years. It's been called an anti-aging vitamin, praised for its antioxidant powers, and recommended for everything from memory to heart health. But here's what they don't always tell you: if you're over 60, taking too much vitamin E can quietly hurt you more than help you. Most people don't realize that vitamin E is fat-soluble. That means your body doesn't just flush it out like it does with vitamin C. Instead, it stores the extra in your liver, fat tissue, and other organs. And over time, that buildup can become dangerous. Research has shown that high doses of vitamin E, especially anything over 400 IU a day, may increase the risk of death from any cause. That includes heart issues, internal bleeding, and even stroke. What makes it worse is that many multivitamins and anti-aging pills still include way more than the safe limit. You might be thinking, but I only take 1 supplement a day. That's exactly how most seniors end up with too much. Between your multivitamin, your energy drink, your protein shake, and maybe another brain pill, the numbers add up. And if you're also on blood thinners or aspirin, the risk of internal bleeding becomes even higher. If you've been using high-dose vitamin E, now's a good time to check the label. The recommended amount for adults over 60 is only about 15 milligrams, or 22 IU, per day. And the safest way to get that? Through real food, almonds, spinach, and sunflower seeds. Your body knows exactly how to handle it in that form. Don't fall for the idea that more is better. With vitamin E, especially after 60, it can be the opposite. Vitamin A, the hidden danger in your multivitamin. Vitamin A sounds like something you should be taking, right? It's often linked to good vision, strong immunity, and healthy skin. But for people over 60, it's not that simple. Especially when you're getting too much of it, or the wrong type, without even realizing it. Here's what most seniors don't know: high levels of vitamin A, especially in the form called retinol or retinol palmitate, can quietly harm your liver and weaken your bones. Over time, it can even increase your risk of fractures. And the scary part? It's hiding in plain sight, inside your daily multivitamin, your breakfast cereal, and sometimes even in anti-aging supplements. What makes this dangerous is how sneaky it is. Let's say you take your multivitamin in the morning. Then you have a bowl of fortified cereal. Maybe you eat liver once a week or take another supplement that claims to help your skin. It all adds up. And because vitamin A is stored in your liver, the extra doesn't just leave your body. It builds up, slowly poisoning you from the inside. Too much vitamin A can lead to fatigue, joint pain, dry skin, and even hair loss. Some people even get diagnosed with liver problems or bone thinning, when the real cause was an overdose of this helpful vitamin. The good news? You do need vitamin A, but in a safer form. Choose beta-carotene, which comes from plants like carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes. Your body only converts what it needs, and there's no risk of toxicity. So check your labels. If it says retinol, think twice. At this age, you don't need extra, you need balance. Vitamin B6, when brain boosting goes too far. Vitamin B6 is often praised as a must-have for brain health, energy, and mood. You'll see it in memory supplements, protein bars, and even energy drinks that promise to help you stay sharp. But here's what they don't always tell seniors: after a certain age, too much B6 can quietly damage your nerves. That's right. While B6 is important in small amounts, high doses, anything over 100 milligrams a day, can actually cause nerve problems that don't always go away. We're talking about things like numbness, burning feet, twitching muscles, and even trouble walking. For older adults already dealing with balance or mobility issues, that can be devastating. What makes this so dangerous is how long it takes to notice. You might feel tingling in your hands or legs and brush it off. Then, months later, you find yourself stumbling, feeling off balance, or unable to sense temperature properly. And you wouldn't even think to blame your B6 supplement. Here's what's tricky: most seniors only need 1.5 to 1.7 milligrams of B6 per day. That's less than what you'd find in a banana. But if you're taking a brain booster, multivitamin, or eating fortified foods, you might be getting way more than your body can handle. If you're already taking something with B6, check the dosage. If it's more than 100 milligrams a day, that's your red flag. And remember, once the nerves are damaged, it's not always reversible. The safest way to get vitamin B6? Through food. Chickpeas, bananas, salmon, potatoes, they give you exactly what you need, and nothing more. Iron, the most dangerous supplement you might not need. Iron is one of those nutrients that seems essential. And it is, but only if you're deficient. After the age of 60, though, taking extra iron without needing it can quietly damage your body from the inside out. This is one of the most misunderstood and risky vitamins for older adults. Here's the part most seniors don't hear from their doctor: once you stop losing blood regularly, like after menopause or in older age, your iron levels tend to stay steady. Your body stores the extra iron in organs like your liver, heart, and pancreas. And over time, that stored iron can start to act like rust, creating inflammation, damaging tissues, and speeding up the aging process. Too much iron has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, liver damage, and cognitive decline. And it often happens silently. You might feel more tired, stiff, or forgetful, and never suspect your supplement. That's exactly what happened to many older adults who were taking heart-healthy multivitamins. The label looked safe, maybe even said, supports energy and immunity. But hidden inside was iron, something their bodies didn't actually need. If you've never been told you're iron deficient, there's no reason to take it. Your doctor can check with a simple blood test. Just ask for a serum ferritin level or an iron saturation test. If it comes back normal or high, stop the iron immediately. Iron-rich foods like leafy greens, lentils, or red meat are fine in moderation, but supplements? Only if medically necessary. Think of iron like fire. It's helpful in small, controlled amounts, but if it spreads where it shouldn't, it can cause real harm. Vitamin K2, the unsung hero for bones and arteries. You've probably heard a lot about calcium and vitamin D. But very few seniors know about vitamin K2, especially in its -7 Malawian kwacha's form, and that's a big mistake. Because without enough K2, all that calcium you're taking might be going to the wrong places, like your arteries instead of your bones. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop. It tells calcium, go here, not there. It helps your body send calcium to your bones where it belongs, and keeps it out of your arteries, kidneys, and joints, where it can cause serious problems like stiffness, poor circulation, and even heart disease. There's solid research behind this. One study showed that seniors who took just 180 micrograms of K2-7 Malawian Kwachas daily for 3 years saw a 50% drop in arterial stiffness. That means better blood flow, more oxygen to your muscles, and a stronger heart. It also helped postmenopausal women build stronger bones and reduce their risk of fractures. Many seniors never hear about K2, and that's a shame, because even if you're eating well and taking calcium and D3, without K2, your body might be sending that calcium to the wrong place. The -7 Malawian Kwachas form is especially important. It stays in your bloodstream longer and does a better job of guiding calcium. You won't find it in most basic multivitamins, and it's rare in the American diet unless you're eating fermented foods like natto, a Japanese dish, or certain aged cheeses. If you care about your bones, your heart, and your mobility, adding K2-7 Malawian Kwachas to your daily routine can make a major difference. Vitamin D3, the sunshine nutrient that protects more than bones. You've heard of vitamin D before, maybe even been told to take it for your bones. But here's what many seniors don't realize: after 60, vitamin D3 becomes one of your body's most powerful protectors, and not just for bone strength. This nutrient affects your muscles, brain, mood, and immune system. It even helps prevent falls by improving balance and leg strength. But here's the problem: over half of older adults are deficient in it, and they don't even know. You might think, I go outside, I get sunlight, I'm fine. But as we age, our skin loses its ability to make vitamin D from sunlight, sometimes by more than 50%. That means even a daily walk isn't enough. Low vitamin D3 levels have been linked to weaker muscles, more falls, fatigue, depression, and even memory decline. You might feel off and not know why, until you check your levels. One woman, Sandra, was 74 and active, loved gardening. But she took a small fall that left her shaken. Her doctor checked her vitamin D3 and found it was dangerously low. Within weeks of taking 2000 IU of D3 daily, her balance improved, her mood lifted, and she felt like herself again. But here's something else to watch: many multivitamins include D2, not D3. D2 is a plant-based form and not nearly as effective. What you want is vitamin D3, ideally taken with a small amount of fat to help with absorption. Ask your doctor for a blood test, and aim for a level between 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter. And if you're already taking calcium or K2, D3 is the missing piece that ties everything together. Magnesium glycinate, the quiet fix for sleep, cramps, and blood pressure. If you wake up feeling stiff, get leg cramps at night, or feel anxious without knowing why, it might not be your age. It might be a magnesium deficiency, and you're not alone. Nearly 80% of older adults don't get enough magnesium, especially after 60. And your body starts sending quiet signals when it's running low. Magnesium plays a huge role in muscle relaxation, sleep quality, nerve health, and blood pressure regulation. But not all magnesium supplements are the same, and if you've tried one and ended up running to the bathroom, you probably had the wrong kind. The best form for seniors? Magnesium glycinate. It's one of the most absorbable and gentle forms available. It's bound to the amino acid glycine, which not only helps your body use it better but also has a calming effect on the brain. That means better sleep, fewer cramps, and a noticeable drop in stress. Jerome, age 71, had been on 3 medications for high blood pressure. He still felt tired all the time, had restless legs, and couldn't sleep through the night. After adding just 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed, things began to change. His sleep improved, the cramps stopped, and eventually, under his doctor's care, he was able to reduce one of his medications. This isn't a miracle pill. It's just giving your body what it's been missing for years. Stress, poor digestion, certain medications, all of these slowly drain your magnesium stores. Vitamin B12, methylcobalamin, the brain saver most seniors are missing. Imagine feeling forgetful, weak in the legs, or off balance, and being told it's just part of aging. For many older adults, those are actually the signs of something else, a silent vitamin B12 deficiency. And here's the real shocker, it's incredibly common after 60, even if you eat well. As we age, our stomach produces less of a special protein called intrinsic factor, which is needed to absorb B12 from food. So, even if you're eating eggs, fish, or meat regularly, your body might not be getting the B12 it needs. And without enough B12, your nerves start to misfire, your memory becomes foggy, and your energy crashes. Some people even start to experience symptoms that look like early dementia or anxiety, but it's actually just B12 running low. That's what happened to Marie, age 67. She kept forgetting words mid-sentence, felt unsteady when walking, and feared the worst. But after a smart doctor tested her B12, it turned out her levels were extremely low. Within weeks of taking 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily under the tongue, her clarity returned, and her balance improved. No medication needed, just the right form of B12. So why methylcobalamin and not the common cyanocobalamin? Because methylcobalamin is the active form, it doesn't need to be converted by the liver and get straight to your brain and nerves. It's completely safe, even in higher doses, and can be taken daily without side effects. Especially if you're taking acid reducers, metformin, or have digestive issues, B12 is essential. Don't let your nerves and brain starve quietly. With this one daily habit, you might just avoid years of confusion, misdiagnosis, or unnecessary medications. If you've been relying on the same multivitamin for years, or picking up supplements just because the label sounds promising, you're not alone. Millions of older adults have done the same. The problem isn't your good intentions, it's the way the supplement industry works. What they don't tell you is that your body changes after 60, and some vitamins that were once helpful can become harmful. Now you know the truth. Vitamin E, A, B6, and iron, these might look safe on the surface, but they can quietly damage your heart, nerves, liver, or brain if you're not careful. And for seniors, that kind of damage builds slowly until one day, it becomes a serious health issue. But there's good news. You also learned about 4 life-saving nutrients your body does need now more than ever. Vitamin K2, -7 Malawian kwachas, to keep your arteries clear and bones strong. Vitamin D3 to support balance, mood, and immunity. Magnesium glycinate to calm your nerves, stop cramps, and improve sleep. And methylcobalamin, B12, to protect your memory and keep you energized. These are not just vitamins. They're tools to help you stay independent, stay sharp, and stay strong, well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. So take a few minutes today. Look at the back of your bottles. Ask yourself, am I taking what I really need, or just what I've always taken? And now I want to hear from you, did any of these surprise you? Have you been taking something you're going to stop, or something you'll now start? Let me know in the comments. Your story might help someone else.